Picking up Eldorado was already off to a better start than most bluebonnet horses. His foster home actually agreed to meet us halfway. That does not happen very often. Most foster homes are wonderful people doing the best they can, but many don't have a trailer, don't have experience loading difficult horses, or simply don't have the time to make a long haul. So when they offered to meet us halfway, we jumped at the opportunity. One thing we've learned over the years of doing Blue Bonnet Challenge is getting your horse is always a bit of a gamble. You never really know what's going to step off that trailer. You're hoping for a horse that's put together reasonably well, not severely underweight, not lame, not dealing with years of neglected hoof care, not so old that you're wondering if they're still going to be around by October, and hopefully not so anxious that he's dragging you down the road or trying to tear the trailer apart. So when Eldorado stepped off the trailer, it was a huge relief. He was polite, he was a good weight, his feet looked decent, he was structurally balanced and put together well. Honestly, he looked like someone had already done us a favor. We didn't have much of a history on him. The only information we had was that he had come from another rescue previously in December. We were told that he stood well for the farrier and was generally easy to be around. That was about it, but sometimes that's enough. And let's be honest, he wasn't hard on the eyes either. After doing this challenge for several years, we have learned that when adoption day comes around in October, people absolutely notice color. A flashy paint, a palomino, a black horse, anything that stands out from the crowd. And Eldorado is that. He's a deep, dark bay, almost black, and has a really nice mane and tail. He has presence. And every little thing that helps a horse get noticed helps that horse find a home. That's the whole point. What impressed me the most wasn't his looks, though, it was his attitude. We met in a parking lot right off a major highway. Traffic everywhere, cars flying by, noises coming from every direction. And Eldorado didn't seem to care in the slightest. He looked around, he paid attention, but he never got worried. It simply showed off that he had a good mind. One of the first things we do with any new horse is pick up their feet. It tells you a lot. How much have they been handled, whether they're respectful, whether they're sore somewhere, whether they're going to work with you or argue about every little thing. Eldorado picked up all 4 feet willingly without much effort. No drama, no pulling, no fuss. And standing there in a parking lot, I remember thinking that regardless of what else he knew or didn't know, we had something to work with. 5 months is a long time. You can teach a horse a lot in 5 months. And at that point, I was pretty confident we'd be successful. Maybe not because of what Eldorado already knew, but because of the kind of horse he appeared to be. When it came time to load him in the trailer, I was patient, and he turned around and rewarded that patience with me. He didn't rush me in the trailer or pull my arm off trying to get away from the trailer. He just stepped right on up with the same energy that I was using. He stood patiently while we got his rope set up and got the divider in place, and then basically went to sleep, eating his hay while we went in to eat dinner. After playing a background supporting role for the last couple years, I'm excited to get back into the competition aspect of the Bluebonnet Training Challenge. I've got some pretty high hopes with this boy here and look forward to competing with him.